Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. Thank you for joining me tonight. Um, I see Susie's here. Hello, Susie. Thank you for joining us. Let me jump over here, check my comments on this side. Ooh, I am warm. I have the air conditioner on over here. I have the fan on over here again. It's like a wind tunnel, but it feels pretty good right now. Um, I was up at the cottage today, packing orders, packing. I got a bunch of orders shipped out. Finally getting back into that after being away for the weekend, last weekend, and this whole past week. I didn't get a whole lot done. I got some things done in the afternoons or the evenings, um, but not as much as I wanted because we were running, and worn out. So um, I'm definitely getting back into the swing of that. So that felt good today. And then came home after dropping things off at the post office, came home and started doing more cleaning. We have company coming, so we are doing kind of a deep clean on the house, um, which is good. It's needed. I went through and cleaned. Um, I don't know. Some of y'all know, some of you don't. Our cats have their own litter room. It used to be the sewing room upstairs. And so a number of their litter boxes, not all of them, but a number of them are in that room, and that's their own room. Um, and I was like in there scrubbing and cleaning and deep cleaning that. Um, and some of the other litter areas. So got that done, did some vacuuming, did some laundry. It's been a day. Quickly changed my shirt because I was sweating through everything. and um, and here I am. Um, I it's hot upstairs. It's hot upstairs. We don't have we have like one air conditioner in the one bedroom, and well, in both bedrooms, but we're closing those doors off because I'm trying to keep them clean from the cats, so they don't go in there and cause any dirty trouble. Um, and so we don't have much air conditioning upstairs, and that's where I've been cleaning most of the day. So it was really warm. It was really warm today for me. Norma's here. Hello, Norma. Leslie's here. Hello, Leslie. Len is here. Hello, Len. How was class today? Susan's here. Hello, Susan. Jen is here. Hello, Jen. I'm missing anybody? I think that's it so far. Thank you all for being here. I hope class was good. I haven't even hardly talked to Andrew. He came home. We said hi. I was in the middle of cleaning. He ran downstairs. He brought some cookies home. And cookie is a very liberal term, or yeah, a liberal term for what these are. They're gigantic. But he brought those home, and I had half of one of those because I could not eat a whole thing. I had a half of one of those, and I had a coffee earlier today. That's what I've had. Oh, and I got myself some trail mix today. At the Dollar General when I stopped. So I had a little bit of trail mix because I was pretty hungry. Marianne's here. Hello, Marianne. Um, Len says it was great. Good. I'm glad. Um, like I said, I've barely had a chance to talk to Andrew. He just got home a little bit ago. I was in the middle of cleaning and scrubbing stuff, like on my hands and knees, kind of scrubbing. Um, but he said it seemed to go well today. I hope everybody learned a lot. I feel bad that I can't be up there. I like joining in for the classes and helping people learn, but I have too much to do here. So yeah, I'm glad it went well. Um, how is everybody today? How are you all? What are you all up to? Um, Anybody doing anything? Anybody taking any classes or doing any community things? I know a lot of you do community stuff or church stuff or go to community board meetings, things like that. Anybody doing anything like that lately? I haven't heard much from a lot of you on any of that stuff lately. Um, and I'm just, what are y'all doing in your life? What's going on? You just hanging out in the house in the cool and the air conditioning? That's good too. Um, but I've been running around a lot. Our person came to mow the grass up at the cottage today, thankfully. I've got to mow the grass here at the house. It's getting a little bit wild. I had hoped to pick up a weed eater um, to do some weed eating around the house, but I don't know if I'll get to that this week. My main focus is on the inside of the house right now, trying to get that contained. Um, Andrew's also going to be working on that because, we each have our things. He has piles of things, and I have piles of things, and I have projects in the works, and he has projects in the works. Um, so it's one of those things that I we're both like working on. We're cleaning and redding up, as we say here, um, which I always think of redding up as a little bit different than cleaning. Redding up is kind of, I feel like it's gathering things and moving things into place, which I don't know if that's true when you go back to the original form of redden, that verb to red up. We use that here in Western Pennsylvania. I think it's a Germanic through the Amish kind of thing. But yeah, we say redding up, to red up. And in my family, to red up has always meant to kind of collect things and put them back in their places and maybe do some vacuuming and things. But it doesn't usually mean, like, when you red up the kitchen, generally means you're collecting things and putting them in their places on the counters and stuff. But it doesn't mean like scrubbing down the the counters or the drawers and all that. So I don't know. Do any of y'all use that? Are you in an area where they use redding up to red up? What's it meant to you before? Maybe Norman has been. Maybe she's used that in her life. Anybody else? Leslie, do they use that on that side of the state? I don't think. I think it's mostly a western side of the state thing. I could be wrong. Leslie is still really tired. I bet. It's been a long for us. It's been a long like 2 or 3 weeks. I feel like every day is go go go. I did sleep in today. I gave myself permission to sleep in today. I felt like I was starting to come down with a little bit of a cold or something, and I took some like cough medicine last night, and I didn't take the nighttime stuff. I don't think. Did I? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. And then I took some valerian root and some melatonin and some CBD, and I knocked myself out, and I gave myself permission to sleep in. Let's see here. Jen says no, but I work in Reading. Different. REDD. Reda. RED. Red. Maybe 2 Ds to red up. Leslie, never heard it before. I'm also not a PA native. Yeah, I think it's a Western PA thing. I think it's exclusively, and I don't know if it's used anywhere else in the U.S. But it's definitely a Western PA thing to red up. From the verb redden, which I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's REDD. Parts of American Midlands, Pennsylvania Dutch and Amish communities, and it is to tidy a messy room, prep the house for guests to arrive. Let's red up. So, yeah, I'm trying to see here. REDDEN, red to clean. Origin. Yeah. I think it's Redden, Redden. Um, but yeah, so it's a thing here. Um, Jen says, really, it sounds like readying. Yeah, no, Redden. Norma says, I used to say redding up sometimes. And like you, I thought of it more of a decluttering and putting things in order, nothing using cleaning supplies. Yeah, that's it's kind of what it is. I'm doing more than that, but I'm also trying to do that. Um, Normally, we do a lot of redding up, right? And now it's like the deep clean. Hey, Susan, thanks for joining us. Susan Surreal has joined the chat. Um, so that's been my whole day, honestly. Packing, shipping, dropping off stuff at the post office. I took the cats out for a little bit. They were very happy. They have not gone out for like a week and a half, probably. Um, it's We've taken them out on really short trips. They got a little bit longer today, but they were desperate for it. They were desperate to go out. Um, so we did that a little bit in the yard, and it was all before I did anything today for my quick morning. And dropped stuff off at the post office. Came home, and I've been cleaning since I got home. Um, let's see. Sue says that's a term I've never heard of. Yeah, Western Pennsylvania and America Midlands. So I don't know what American Midlands area. What is that? Spanning parts of Pennsylvania through the lower Midwest, stretching toward the Great Plains. Ohio, Indiana, parts of Illinois, and Missouri, into areas like Omaha, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So some of y'all may say red up, but it very much, I have never heard anyone outside of Western Pennsylvania use to red up. But it's a thing it just was so normal growing up. It's funny, those things that are so normal growing up in specific areas that you say or do, and then you move away and then you realize no one else has a clue what you are saying. To red up was one. My family never got into yins. In Pittsburgh, yins is a big thing, YINZ, meaning y'all, or you guys, yins. I'll see yins there. My family never really did that. I never really got into that. But it is a big thing closer into Pittsburgh. We were a little bit, I think, just outside of Pittsburgh, and my family wasn't really from the Pittsburgh area enough. So we weren't yinzers, as they call themselves. But the other thing that we do here that I find interesting is we drop the to be on the infinitive of our verbs. So you will very often hear somebody from here say, that needs cleaned, or that needs washed, that needs brought. We don't say that needs to be cleaned, that needs to be washed, that needs to be brought. Just that needs cleaned, that needs washed. And that was a long time before I realized. I went through many college classes in language. Many colleges or many classes in college. In fact, my 5 years in college, without realizing I was doing that wrong, because so many people around here do it, and nobody ever called me out on it. It wasn't until I worked at the New York French boutique, them being French speakers. Well, one was a French speaker, one was from England, the couple that owned it. And they at one point called me out and said, why are you saying it like that? And it wasn't until then that I realized that I dropped the to be from my infinitives. in my speech. And so I've corrected that as much as I can. It still probably comes out every once in a while, especially since I've been back here. The other thing that people very often get wrong is saw. I saw that. They change it to I seen that. I seen that yesterday. And that is another one that is prolific around here. I seen that yesterday instead of I saw that. And that stretches pretty far. I've been in many different states actually where people have said, I seen that. I seen that yesterday. I seen that show. That's one of those things. Marianne says, red is Old English. Okay, I've never heard that. Anytime I've looked it up, redden, R-E-D-D-E-N, comes from Germanic origins through the Amish, which maybe Old English filters through there somehow further back. Jen says, I just checked with my friend and boss who grew up in Reading. She says, yep, always needed to read up before company. Yep. You read up. Norma says, it amazes me that people seem to be proud of saying yins now. We always thought of it as uneducated speech. Yeah. People are like yinzers. Like they've got shirts. They are digging into that. Jen says, yes, around here in Lancaster, a lot of folks say needs washed, etc. It's true. It's true. Marion says, I have heard people say I seen. I seen that, Norma says, is prolific here too. It makes me cringe when I hear it. That is one that I recognized very early. I never said that. But I had friends who did, friends who were very well educated, who spoke, at least 2 languages, and never realized that I seen was wrong. And some of them still do it to this day, no matter how many times I try to correct them. So that is a thing. Let's see. People are talking about lens bulls. I have not seen. Let me go into Facebook Landia because I'm apparently missing stuff. Powder coated a rock, making my bulls for tomorrow. Fun name tag for my apron. Nice. That's awesome. You did a great job. Very, very cool. I like that name tag. Y'all are rocking it out. I can't wait to see Andrew's pictures from today. I don't know if he took a lot of pictures. I'd usually try and do the picture taking. Marianne says, Old English and German are closely related languages, though. Yeah, once you go back far enough, especially, right? Susie says, hello. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. We're talking about language stuff. Susan says, Norma, people here do the same thing, and it sets my nerves on edge. Oh, I seen that yesterday. I seen that TV show. Yeah. That's one that it sticks out. Like I questioned myself. Like I said, I had friends who were, really intelligent saying that. And I was like, I had to question, I'm like, am I wrong? But yeah, it's funny the kind of sometimes language traps we get into from where we're from or local dialects and the things that happen. Like I said, my infinitives, I still work hard. And sometimes I'm sure every once in a while I still get tripped up. Especially, I was really good at correcting. I corrected well when I was in New York and got that out of my system. But now that I'm back here, I'm sure every once in a while it happens. Another thing that I see in writing, here I am going through all of my grammar pet peeves, really. Another thing I see in writing is apart. people want to say they're a part of something. That's a space P-A-R-T, right? I am a part of something. And they'll put it together, which is the actual opposite thing they're trying to say, because you are then apart from it, right? You are separated from it. And I always kind of laugh when people are like in this heated debate and they're like, I'm apart from that, or I'm a part of that. And it's one word. And I'm like, you're not saying actually what you think you're saying. You are saying the opposite, which is proving the other person's point. But anyway, that's one of those things that I notice a lot more often recently is a part and a part. Um, Norma says poor grammar really bothers me. Yeah, it's it used to bother me, and I used to be a big stickler for that. But language, you know, studying a lot of it, and you live it, and there I do believe like the French are very serious about their language. They have competitions where people try to outdo each other using like exceptionally correct grammar. Um, and so they hold their language to a very high level um, in a lot of ways, and that's good. I think there should be that, but I also know that a language has to live, it has to breathe, it has to take on its own things. um, it can't get to the point where nobody understands what you're saying, right? You don't want that to happen. That's why I think the governing of it sometimes is good, but it has to live, it has to breathe, it has to have room to change. And so when I see these things, oftentimes these things are either, in a select area, and it's the flavor of that area, which is kind of charming to me. Um, and sometimes when it becomes more widespread, it is taking on its own use, it's taking on its own thing, and it may be on its way to becoming legitimized through the overusage or the majority usage of that. For instance, I watch a couple of etymology podcasts on YouTube, Rob Words and Words Unraveled. I like those. I like reading etymology, actually. Every once in a while, I have an etymology dictionary, and every once in a while I pull it out and just read some. So I do like that. I like finding out where things come from. Um, I don't know if I was talking about it here the other day. Um, I had no idea that sinister used to be the left, used to mean left. Um, Now, when something's sinister, it it means bad, it means sneaky, it means those kind of things. But it used to just mean the left. And through people being left-handed being wrong, sinister took on a whole different meaning. Um, but we were learning Italian, and sinistra or sinistra sinistra is the left. And I was like, where does that come from? And I started looking it up, and I'm like, oh, sinister. Okay. Um, that's interesting, but I had no idea. And I love learning things like that. Um, let's see. Susan says here, one pronunciation debate is Missouri versus Missouri. My mother hated hearing E coming from her children's mouths. I blame that on your damn out of state teachers. Missouri, Missouri, in Missouri. I'm going to say Missouri. Um, yeah, I'm out of state, so I would say Missouri. It ends in an I, right? Missouri? But yeah, that's funny. Marion says, my bad drives me crazy. Um, when I was younger, things like that, my bad, um, no problem instead of you're welcome. Uh, Drove me a little crazy. I was like, why can't you just say you're welcome? But um, that's part of that learning to let it breathe and let it go. And there actually is, like, when you think about it, like, for me, with the no problem versus the you're welcome, um, the no problem is actually a more gentler way of saying that, not putting any pressure on the person that has been done for. So when you say you're welcome, you are kind of saying, um, you're welcome that I did that for you. Um, and there is a little bit of like, you're taking that on. That person did something for you. When somebody says no problem, that kind of drops that a little bit, in my mind at least. And I've had conversations with a number of people about this, and most of us agree whenever we talk about it that no problem kind of drops that. And it's like, it was no problem. Like, don't even mention it. Wasn't a problem for anybody. It wasn't a problem for me. But when it's you're welcome, that person still did something for you. Like, there's still a little bit of, they've tied you together. Um, but when they say no problem, it's just like, really, we're loose, cut loose. It's fine. It's kind of one of those things. Norma says, here people are always saying they turn a lost item into the office. No, you turn it into the, wait, turn a lost item into the office. No, you turn it into the office. Yes, into and into. Yeah, that's another one. Um, One that I'm having a hard time with suddenly is a while. I always want to put a while as one word. And it's always catching me on my grammar check, as I'm writing things. It's like, it's generally the way I'm using it most of the time. It's two words, a while. Um, and so that's one that I'm having, for some reason, having a really hard time with lately. Probably have all my life and just never noticed it. Um, Jen says, some things register for me as local dialect, and some just as incorrect grammar. Um, just as with AAVE, I would not correct someone using dialect. Even to correct grammar can feel like grammar police. Yeah. Um, Marion says, I know that one from heraldry. Jen says, I think I knew it from Latin. Susan says, I'm a lefty, very lucky I wasn't forcibly switched. Yeah, my mom is a lefty and she was not switched. Her brother, who's a little bit older than her, was switched. At least partially was switched. My grandfather was also switched. Although he still, after out of school, he went back to using his left hand a lot for things. And he wrote left-handed and all that. But my uncle apparently can write with both hands. And it looks totally different with each side. Um, so Marion says it is often one word. Not what grammar is saying these days. A while. A while versus a while. A while, one word, adverb for a short time, usually right after a verb. Use a while, two words, as a noun phrase, meaning a period of time, which must follow a preposition for, in, or after. And I use it that way: for a while, in a while, after a while, and I always want to write it as one word. Always. So, yeah. Please stay for a while. Yeah, so I always want to use it as that. AAV means African American Vernacular English. Yeah, there was didn't that come from, and I don't know if this is not PC anymore, but it came from Ebonics originally, right? Is what it was called, or what it was given the name of. I'm not sure if it was called that by the Black population, or if that's what name it was given. But and then it turned into that. Is that right? Um, or are they two separate things? I always thought they were linked up. Um, Amanda says, at first I thought my bad was due to learning English as an additional language, meaning I'm bad. Yeah, my bad. That doesn't bother me so much. Because again, to me, that's the person taking responsibility for that. Um, yeah, that one doesn't bother me as much. Some of them do. Some of them grate a little bit. I seen. It's a little hard. It sticks out when I hear it. Um, but like I said, everything has to grow. Everything has to, change with time. Language certainly does. So what are y'all having for dinner? Because I have no clue what we're gonna have for dinner. Um, I think I'm gonna make some stir fry because I got some vegetables. We've got some rice. I picked up some vegetables. That's another thing I did today. I stopped at the Mennonite vegetable stand. I got some. I got some zucchini. I got some tomatoes. I got some potatoes. I got some eggs, and I got some corn. Some corn on the cob. Um, and maybe we'll make corn on the cob and I don't know, corn on the cob and something else. I don't know if I want to make a stir fry tonight. Kind of takes a while. Even though I got bagged vegetables, so I'll mostly use those. But we've got some carrots I need to use up. Um, but I forgot to get onions, so I don't know. We'll see. Um, Len says sometimes people in UK say "ta" instead of "thank you," but then I was told that's lower class. Um, doesn't cheers can also mean thank you? Because I often hear cheers, thanks a lot, like saying it twice, um, which I found out it seems like that's what that means. Cheers, thanks a lot. It's like kind of saying thanks twice. Um, Bobby's Bobbles is here. Hello. Had leftover Italian calamari. Laura's here. Hello. Hi, everyone. When did you get my email for yesterday's sale? I did. I'm just looking now at email. I haven't checked my email today. I haven't checked messages today, but I will go through them. Amanda had DIY pizza. Nice. Um, Norma had spaghetti with veggies and sauce and garlic bread. Ooh, nice. Laura was saved by a box salad my dad got me. Nice. Yeah. Len says, yes, cheers can be used for toast or thank you. That's what I always thought. Like, I knew it as cheers as a toast. And then, watching the British comedies and stuff, it was always cheers, thanks a lot. And I was like, huh. And then, of course, ta. I've heard that before. Susie bought ingredients for ratatouille today, off for the next few days. So I'm going to make it tomorrow, I think. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to microwave the corn. Do y'all microwave corn now? It's like it's kind of a cheating way to make corn, but it comes out, I think, just as good. So we microwave our corn on the cob most of the time now. You don't husk it. You don't do anything. You just put it in the microwave. Sometimes they tell you to put like wet paper towels on top. I don't even do that. I put it on a plate, put it in the microwave like 3 years at a time. I think it's like 7 minutes though. It takes a while for like 3 years. But when you pull it out, you can shuck it You just cut the ends off, pull it off, and the little hairs and it just comes right off. It just comes right off. Um, so much better than shucking it all and pulling those hairs up because they stick when it's raw. Which I can't think of their name now. They're not hairs, but there's something. Um, but when you put that in the microwave, done, easy. Like I said, I think it's 7 minutes for like 3 ears or so. It does take a while because we eat like a dozen. We get a dozen. We eat a dozen, pretty much. Um, and that might be tonight's meal. But yeah, this corn looked good. They had a sample of it open, and it's white and yellow, like speckled. Corn silk. Thank you, Norma. Um, it's like white and yellow corn, and I hope it's going to be good. It looked really juicy. Kernels look big, so I'm hoping the corn's good. We'll see, but I'm hoping it is because that might be our main portion of our meal. Um, I really don't feel like cooking. I was on a roll cleaning. I was having a hard time. I was getting myself amped up to do the live because I was like, when you get into a rule on something and you're just like, let's just keep doing this. But I had to break for the live. So then now I'm like, I don't, because I know by the time the live's over, it's late to start cleaning again. So I'm gonna have to start making food. Um, Corn silk is actually the pistils of maize. Huh, nice. Nora said, do my corn old school, shuck and boil. Taking more time than you need to, Norma. But no, I my grandmother used to do that. She used to shuck everything, boil it in a big pot. She had a canning oven and stove down in the basement, and her stovetop upstairs it was a glass top. It wasn't induction. It was just an electric glass topped stove, which I don't know. I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think if you have a glass top, it's induction now. But hers was not induction. It got hot um, to the touch. But she never put big. She didn't ever want to put the big pots and stuff on it because it could scratch it up. So she would do that in the basement, and she'd take her big giant like canning. She had it was probably like this big, um, and pot, and she'd fill it up with water and put tons of ears of corn at once in there, and she would boil it all. So if you're making a lot of corn, that's the way to go, right? But if you're making just for one or two people, I put it in the microwave now. Yep. Um, Laura says, cheers can have many meanings in British vernacular depending on the context. It can also mean thanks, a-hole, or thanks a lot, like thanks for nothing. Nice. Corn so good. Oh, and I said that. A lot of people shuck their corn at the store. So messy. What? No, our store does not allow you to shuck the corn at the store. I've never seen that. Hi, Gertie. Hello, baby. Andrew's like Gertie into the office. What are you doing, little girl? You sweet thing. She's very sweet. She's been very sweet all day, helping me clean, keeping me company. Jen says I would steam corn. That's a lot. That's a lot. Anything feels like a lot now when I just throw it in the microwave. Laura says microwave corn is so easy. Maybe it says so say. It's easy. I'll say that. Gerda, what are you doing, baby? You want to say hi to everybody? Good. Come on up here. She's saying hi by throwing the camera around. Come here, baby. Get up here and say hi to your people. They want to see you. Come on. Come on. She says, I know if I come up there, I generally get tossed out. Oh, I won't toss you out yet. You gotta say hi. There she is. Oh, there she is. Oh, so pretty, huh? So pretty. Such a good girl. Keeping her daddy company today. Huh. Yeah. Norma says some stores have a bin next to the corn to shuck it into. It was a new thing for me. I don't think ours has done that. Laura says people shuck the corn at the store so they can see the kernels. I feel like corn is one of those things that um, that you get what you get. It should be a surprise. Like you look at the corn, it's like it would be like opening the grapes and like pulling off the grapes and the thing that you don't want, throwing them away. Like I don't know.
Some people do that.
Some people do that, but it's not cultured to do that, right? Like that is not generally considered acceptable behavior. Shucking corn to see if that's the kernels you want, not acceptable behavior. Hi, Gertie. Riding on her daddy's shoulders now. Let's see here. Say hi to Gertie. Getting lots of hearts, Gertie. Sweet girl. The farm store by me has an outdoor bin where you can shuck your corn before you head out. That it's fine if you buy it first.
You're outside.
Or if you're outside, right? If you buy it and then you want to shuck it at the store, go for it. I say that's fine. But people shuck it at the store and then throw it back because it doesn't look right, or it's not good enough. I'm like, corn should be a little old fashioned. You get it, you put it in your cart, you get what you get. It's like at the farmer's stand. They like our stand, they pick it for you, they throw it in a bag and they're like, here you go. It should be a surprise like that. Here you go. Trick or treat, Andrew says. People in the suburbs pay a lot for fresh corn, so they don't want any duds, says Laura. I don't. You get what you get. That's the way. That's the way I think it should be. You can disagree with me. It's all right. But I think it's. I think that's because what happens with the ones that everyone thinks are duds? They're going to get thrown in the trash. If at least you take it home, you might try to eat that. Or feed it to the birds or give it to your animals or do something because you paid for it. But otherwise, it's going to get thrown away. That poor little corn. Norma says, I need to see the kernels, but I just pull it back to look. I need to have small kernels. Large ones are tough. I like the bigger, juicier ones. I know they're a little bit tougher, but I do like the bigger, juicier ones. Curdy. We had English muffin pizzas with Roma tomato slices and Gruyere served with apple slices, says Susan. Wow. Corn on the cob. That's it. Go to bed hungry. You'll have like 6 ears of corn. That'll be pretty good. Is that nutritional? You got cookies too. Oh. Bobby says we had a field of corn for people to pick your own. They shucked it on the stalk. Tons and tons of corn went to waste. The duds draw raccoons and beetles to your crop. Yeah. Yep. That's why I like the farm stands. They give it to you and that's what you get. But generally also they're probably going to be pretty good, right? It's probably going to be pretty good. People just pull the husks apart to look at the kernels, and if they think the duds, throw back in the rest of the ears. And then someone like me comes through and just grabs all those, and then I get all the duds.
Sometimes he gets pregnant, so I could keep this one.
It's true. It's true. I don't worry about it looking pretty.
It's not. It's pretty. Sometimes you got these tomatoes and they look good on the top, but on the bottom they're all rotten.
They're not rotten yet. Sue says, as long as there's no earworms, I'm good with that. But I just grab a few ears and go. Me too. And sometimes you do get the little worms in there. And when you microwave them, you find out. They leave little worm marks.
Eating a worm roll.
Andrew's gonna eat some worms tonight.
That's for dinner.
Worms for dinner. Hey, those are nutritional too, right?
You know, even escort the bugs out.
Don't escort the bugs out.
Yeah, William does.
I do escort the bugs out.
Escort the bugs.
I do. I do. I
Yeah,
felt so
to kill it.
I felt so bad the other day. I filled up the bird bath. Filled up the bird bath, and there was an ant stuck on the stone in the middle, and it couldn't get out. So I escorted it with a leaf off and into the yard.
A boat.
Yeah, pretty much. Picked him up, took him off because I was like, he gonna be all day. He gonna just die in the direct sunlight all day. Um, um, but modern varieties taste so much better than older ones, says Marianne. My grandfather used to do Silver Queen, and I love Silver Queen corn because of that. He always had the best corn. He put a lot of work into his corn. It was so good.
Okay, I'm gonna rest. I've been on my feet all day.
Okay, goodbye.
Like a nice dinner. Maybe dumplings.
What's that?
Dumplings.
If you want dumplings, you gotta run to the Giant Eagle right now and get them and bring them back, and I'll make them for you later. But I did not pick up anything. I did not have time.
I'm shivering.
I got food stand, you got eggs, you got rice, you got corn.
I want to cook. I've been on my feet all day.
So I tell you, y'all, he's getting pampered over here too much. Pampered too much. Getting too used to it. If people actually had to grow food, they would change their opinions really quickly or continue to unnecessarily throw out good food. It's true. It's a lot of work. Laura says Silver Queen is great corn. It is. Marianne says we have a company here called Odd Bunch, and there are programs that promote imperfect fruit and veg. We have a few of those here too.
Yeah, they had a thing called Misfit.
Misfit fruit.
They weren't using Misfit fruit
Oh,
because their demand got too much, and I was like, so it's just another food service.
another food delivery service.
And it wasn't discounted because they were like, oh, you get this discount.
I was gonna say our Misfit stuff ended up being like pretty expensive.
Like, this is like bougie gourmet stuff that they couldn't sell because it's too expensive.
Yeah. I was like, oh, so that they really didn't fulfill that mission.
I don't know if it's different where you all are, but that's what we had on offer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't think we'll be ordering this like
No.
pate with angel feathers.
Pate with angel feathers. All right, y'all. Let's get the show started here.
Like, if we have soft flags, I'm gonna string up a necklace and then you can go buy me some food.
Oh, is that what you're looking for? Here's
Yeah.
soft legs right here.
Is it?
Oh no. No, I don't have enough. No. Nope. Nope. You're gonna flip the camera around and look at some stuff. What do you want? Dumplings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Andrew's gonna do something with y'all. You can show my pottery.
Did you bring it in finally?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, did you think this will match that one pendant?
Or you can show lots. Here are the numbers.
I'm gonna string this necklace that we gotta get in the mail.
Oh, I didn't know you had something to say.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Okay. I'll go get you some dumplings.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Where's my soft flex?
I don't have.
Where's my soft flex?
I don't have soft legs around here. Let me see.
I need to be pampered. Oh, no wonder why he's not hungry.
I told them already I was eating that today.
Yeah, he got himself a snack.
I did. I was hungry.
A little snack.
this afternoon. What is this? Is this anything in here? Elastic.
Leslie said Misfits was good when it started, but yes, the prices did rapidly increase. Yeah, I was like, what is this? This isn't affordable. Um, all right. So I promised to make a necklace for somebody. Um, oh look, somebody sassed me. Still at Softlex. I bought a lot of it and it exists in this world, but apparently it's buried in the office somewhere. Um, I'll keep looking. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Um, Anyways, we had a good day today. I don't know if Len is watching. I know they watched last night. Sue was watching a little bit, I guess, also. I don't know if y'all know Sue, but Sue's lovely. I've known Sue from the blogging days, so 20 plus years ago at this point. And it was she has a company called Sue Beads and does lamp work glass. And I have a bunch of other students as well. We have a good group, and I don't know if William told you about this, but I got a chance to oh, Len is watching. Howdy, are you having fun? Also, if you send pictures today, I'll have William uh print them because Sue sent me some, and I can print them, or I'll just print them tomorrow. But then I don't have to waste paper. Um, but anyway, so um, I've got these beads. These are some. I'm guessing check. They look like check. Maybe I turn on the light. That's almost too bright. But we have a fun group. I don't know if y'all saw Lynn's post, but they powder coated rocks today to see if it would work, and it worked. And they look like the most fan. Lynn says Sue and I are hanging out. Um, so we had a pretty good day. I'm a little bit tired because I've been on my feet a lot. And I haven't been resting properly. So that is not ideal. But it is what it is. I really love these. These are these kind of stripy ones, but they may be the wrong blue. I kind of want a more tealy blue. There's some kind of sound outside, maybe a helicopter or something. And right now, I'm just pinching some three at a time. I do want this book. I don't know if y'all saw my post, but it's a Joyce J. Scott. It's called Fearless Beadwork, and I want at least to get a copy of it. One of the people who's like, I made friends with her at Touchstone. She is at Haystack right now, and they have a copy. And I'm like, could you just like go and like take pictures of it? But she is like off the grid or whatever, and I'm like, "Ugh, what a time to be off the grid when I need you to be my little snitch." Something's happening. Um, we are the chat. All right. So who's watching? How are y'all doing? Let's see if there's people still watching when I come on. Um, we've been having fun in class, at least I have, but it is a lot of work, and I kind of have to you know, It's a lot of work, but it's fun. We have a good time. I think because I know most of the people, and we've known each other for such a long time, I'm trying to make a special effort to include the new people that I don't know. Kimberly is watching, said hello, everyone. Susan Surreal says, I'm here. Oh, good. So we got a couple people. Norma's watching. Jen says, smash the like button, folks. So you can see me making this, I guess. Well, William goes to the grocery store for me. And Marion's like, remember to like. Um, so we've been doing I've been teaching. It's been fun. I hope people seem to be liking the class. I've had a lot of requests to film different tutorials and stuff. And I have to remember that I promised to do tutorials online for Peters Valley. So after I do that one, then I'll probably film some easy at home projects that you can do. Then that seems kind of more doable. Amanda says, I'm still here. How is Toronto area? Aren't you in Toronto area? Let's see. This necklace kind of has to be long. Marion says, I was a little late too, Kimberly. I was pretty tired when we got back. And usually I kind of doze in the car, but I haven't really hung out with our friend Laura for a long time. So we were chatting in the car. We stopped at Crumble. I guess her daughter's birthday was the other day, and she wanted these birthday cookies. And I've only had the peach one. We got peach ring, and then we got I ate half of my Mississippi mud pie one. And I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. Um, there's this trend of not cooking cookies all the way, like baking them all the way. So they're still a little bit raw. And the crumble cookies are kind of like that. They're a little bit doughy. And I don't know. I kind of I miss like a good cookie that's cooked all the way through. Like if I get the appeal of eating the cookie dough, but I also like a cookie that's cooked all the way. So I don't think I'm the target demographic. Kimberly says, I hate deep in the data days. That sounds terrifying. But I'm glad there are folks like you who can do it. If it's me, I'm like, all right. So I'm matching this necklace to one of my laser engraved pendants, and there's a copper frame around it. So I want it to match. Susan Siegel says, hi, Andrew. I just came back. I remembered I have an 8 a.m. dentist appointment tomorrow. Got pretty hot today and knew there was no way I would be able to get early enough to shower in the morning. Oh boy. Marianne says, nope, don't like undercooked cookies. Chewy, yes, but undercooked is gross. Yeah, it's not my jam. So, but if people like it, more power to them. But for me, I kind of like a little bit ones that are a little bit more cooked. But I don't know. Maybe I'll be a convert by the time I have the third or fourth one. I mean, this is about 100 kilometers from Toronto. It's been pretty good around here. Oh boy, I thought you lived in Toronto for some reason. Emily says, yes, it's a necessary evil. And Norma says, Crumble has the biggest cookies, but I don't think they're that great, especially for the high price. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. I got one of the cookie boxes and I didn't realize how big the cookies were. And they're a great big, but they're kind of like raw in the middle. So it's kind of like, you know, half of it's cookie dough. But I was like, I just make cookies. But you know, it's a nice little treat, I guess. And I don't know if William likes them or not. Since I like my cookies cooked, but brownies I like really mushy. They had a mush like a mushy looking brownie. Oh, you know the other thing that I thought was a little bit weird is they had samples out to show you what the cookies look like that. I ordered it on their little stand or whatever. So I didn't actually get to go up and then I ordered them and then I saw them and then I was like, "Oh." And some of them looked a little bit like they had I mean, this is, I did live in Toronto, but not now. Jen says you can bake them more. Not after they're decorated, unfortunately, because then you have to like scrape all the icing off and then redo everything. Because if you put the icing in the oven, it would just melt. You know, that would be unfortunate. But that at that point you just make them yourself. It's not that hard to make cookies. So, but I thought I was going to treat him to something nice since he's kind of felt left out because he didn't get to come to the class today because he had to stay home and work. Um, but apparently he had his own treats. Let's see. They're all kind of the same size. Maybe these are a little bit bigger. I mean, it says then I might as well make my own cookies then. Yeah, no. That kind of, that's like a lot of food. If I can make it at home, I don't really buy it if I can make it at home. We have, what is it? Have you all been seeing that thing about that show, that movie coming out called Wicker? It has Alexander Skarsgård in it and I can't remember her name, Olivia something. Olivia Colman, I think that's her name. And apparently, like this, somebody makes her a husband out of wicker, like a woven man. He's kind of like a wicker man, and that's like her husband. And then like IKEA is now it's like made of husband material. They're really quick with the social media, but anyways, I don't know what I was trying to think. Oh, somebody was posting on that on uh on Instagram and they're like, we have wicker at home, because it's like when people are like, we got that at home. We don't need to buy store bought. We got that at home. Um, Laura's here. She goes, I'm here. And says Wicker. Yep. And then Laura says the class looks like so much fun. It's been a lot of fun. I hope they're really enjoying it. It is a lot of work. But not too bad. I was a little bit tired today because as a lot of this stuff's kind of catching up. And because we've been taking classes and been cleaning and stuff. So I'm pretty tired, but it's been good so far. Today we did a bunch of techniques. We did wet packing. We did kind of a little mini wet pack demo. and possibly a foil demo. And I did wet sgraffito and dry point sgraffito and drawing and or prepping for drawing and color pencil. I walk them through kind of how to do that. Maybe tomorrow I'll make them more explicit. And then I also did a lot of one-on-one demos today. So we also did how to make a little bowl demo, a little dish. And we did. I talked to somebody through doing a tapering demo for heavier gauge wire and um and Len says lurking mode. Um and Marianne says because I prefer Wickers. I don't know what that is. Is that like a food? Chips. We what else did we do today? Some folks got kind of experimental, and so we talked through how to process stuff. And a couple of folks made name tags. I didn't usually I started off with them making name tags, but I didn't do that this time. And now I kind of regret that because I kind of like, oh, we should have made name tags. But it is good to have the sifters first. And then like I'll share this. I'll post this. Look how good that looks. Sue made that. That's a rock from her driveway, apparently. And this one, they added another second coat on this. So it's not as dimpled on the top. But that's the dry point sgraffito. And I think that turned out real good. Here's the disappointing cookies. I'm not going to post that, y'all. Okay, I can't. Oh, this is the name tag Sue made. I am really terrible. Like if I'm taking a class, I take a crap ton of pictures. If I'm teaching a class, I take none. So I didn't take that many. And then I was like, oh, I should take
So I
pictures.
was like, I'm excited to see Andrew's pictures. I said, but I bet he didn't take many.
Yeah, at one point I was like, oh, I should take some pictures. Hey, you know that pendant that I made that's enamel and it has a copper surround, the blue jay.
Okay.
I need some check glass beads that match that.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a bluey green.
Yeah, it is.
And copper. I can use copper. Where's the copper beads, William?
I did have some, but I think I put them up for sale. I had some over there for the longest time.
And you put them up for sale.
Yeah, they were those brushed copper coins.
That would have been
Unless they're
perfect.
over there still.
I don't want to use somebody else's beads.
No, if they're there, they're not sold.
Marion says no. It's of the sounds horses make. Wickers.
You want me to cook you the dumplings, or you want to go down and do that?
I don't want to do that, but I do want to string this up. You can hang out. Find me some soft wax. Marianne asked me.
Oh yeah.
She's picking on me, William.
Well, maybe you need it.
Now William's picking on me.
Oh.
They're like, you stood all day.
What's she picking on you about?
She's making fun of me because I can't find the soft wax.
For what?
Because I can't find the soft wax.
Oh, that's.
I said, you got demoted. No,
Most of the time
no
I-
stars for you today.
Most of the time, I
Uh,
can't find anything in this house,
in this house.
especially software.
Mm. Marion says, I did sass him. See, she's proud of it. I know. I was like, I am a ray of light beaming down. Kimberly says, uh-oh. No. You would see it. You know, I'm not afraid to thunderstrike somebody. Somebody last night was watching, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well. Are they true fam, AGB fam, or just somebody interloper? We'll see. We shall see.
Okay, let me go downstairs. I didn't see any soft legs while I was cleaning.
Maybe I look. You talk to them while I go find the soft flex real fast. Cause he looks like with his half sight.
Half sight. Husband eyes.
Yeah, I know. Mira says the demotion is deserved. Or that next, he's got all these bags.
Just take a step. What are you doing?
I told you I've been on my feet all day.
Oh my goodness. Run.
I did 20K, William, in steps.
20,000 steps.
No, 20 kilometers.
How many steps is that?
I don't know, but my Pokemon set hatched a crap ton of eggs. And they're like, your activity is higher than normal.
Yes, it is.
And then somebody accidentally dropped one of their bottles and it broke everywhere. And it says mopping the floor.
Drop what bottle?
Like a water bottle that was made of glass.
Oh, Lordy.
And so it was before class started. And I was kind of, I was trying to get it ready for class, like get my samples ready.
Uh-huh.
And then they accidentally dropped the bottle. And so I had to clean that up before,
Yeah.
somebody got hurt or fell down. And so then I kind of was like, I didn't have all my samples in one place. So I was like, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. All day.
All day.
I know. And then it breaks the stream of conscious. Like you're like, people are learning. And then they're just sitting there looking at each other. And then they start talking. And then
Too much talking.
derailed.
Too much talking. Not enough doing.
No, they did work hard.
Okay,
They
good.
made sure that.
Len said they had a good day.
Did they just say that?
They said that before you came up here.
Okay. Yeah, they worked hard. You don't have any slackers in my class?
Good.
I would tell you.
Oh, y'all. It's gonna be a long night, y'all. How y'all doing? Didn't expect the making of something tonight, did you? Neither did I. Sorry, I'm just searching for something here real quick. Oh, let's see. What's everybody saying? Class looks like so much fun. Oh, you were talking about the cookies. Norman knows Crumble. Says they have the biggest cookies. I don't think they're great for the. Did y'all talk about that already? Yeah. I did sass him. Husbands always need help finding things, especially when they are right in front of them, says Amanda, right? Too many steps as it's about 1,400 steps per kilometer. That's a lot of steps that he got in then. That's a lot of steps. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm worn out, y'all. Sorry. I was looking stuff up. I'm not very entertaining, I know. I didn't expect Andrew to be doing this. I thought I was going to do the live and get right back to maybe some cleaning tonight, but that looks like it's not the case. So what's up? I ran to the grocery store. That was like the quickest grocery store run. They're like, we don't normally see you here this late. I didn't actually know our grocery store was open until 9 again. They never put their hours back up on their wall. Normally in the summer they do that. They go till 9. But they never told me about the time change. So he says, what kind of dumplings did you get? They're in the frozen section of Giant Eagle, and they're vegetable, of course. They're pretty good. I got 2 bags, but we'll probably only make one, maybe. Andrew's like, no.
I skipped lunch so I could help my students.
Oh,
And I'm used to eating 3 times a day now, William.
are you? Are you?
I didn't get a muffin this morning.
No, you didn't get coffee and muffin this morning? You
No.
didn't stop? Why not? You know how to use the Sheets app.
I was a passenger, William.
You could have said, I request a stop.
Maybe you do that. I don't know.
Oh, text her. I request a stop for Andrew in the morning.
Oh, no. I have to drive tomorrow because I have to stay late.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know about Thursday. We'll see how today went.
See how today went?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
Look, Laurel got sick of me.
Oh, I see.
You know,
Did you make yourself a nuisance?
probably.
Okay, let me get out of your way.
One does.
Looks like you found some software.
Of course.
Curse.
I didn't look with husband eyes. If it was if it was a snake, it'd up and bit you.
Well, I wasn't looking down there for it. I
Mm-hmm.
went right to the store so I could get you some food.
All right, now I had enough of Marianne's sauce. I got enough of yours too.
Now get to stringing.
Everybody be sweet.
Get to stringing.
Sweet or else.
Sweet or else.
And you watch the numbers drop.
I know.
Oh well. He
He's like,
hates it when he.
sales.
I know he hates it. Everybody's like, push the like button. I'm like, do it if you want.
Do it if you want. He's like, why are you trying to always get people to hit the like button?
I know, like, if they like it, they'll hit the button themselves.
So the other people think people like us?
I don't care if people like me. I'm a free spirit.
Like, translate to some business?
He's all about the business. He is, or he's worried about pandering to somebody who I don't even know. He's like, maybe they'll look for. I'm like, I'm not looking for them. Who are they to me?
Somebody's got to be a new customer someday.
Who are they to me? They have to prove themselves before I go and bust my ass to go find stuff.
Oh, Lordy.
No, that's the true.
Oh,
I'm varnished. That's for
just
sure.
trying to keep Allegory Gallery going.
Oh well.
And
I'll look at the sheets. They can pay me a muffin.
Muffins aren't going to pay your electric bill.
Yeah, something. I'm gonna have to like smash him. He made me watch the Abbott Elementary too.
I didn't make you do anything.
I was so tired. It's like, and then he turned on Ava, and you know I can't. I know because she's most like me. Her face is my face. That dude was annoying her, and her face showed it. And I was like, I concur fully.
Oh, goodness.
People said, I apologize for creating a sassy vibe that has transferred to Andrew. LOL. I know, Marianne. It's all your fault.
Andrew's now sassy because of Marianne.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure.
It went back in time through the ages.
Through the ages.
And then,
Sassy, you don't know.
and I was born sassy. My mom said that. She goes, ungrateful child born to kill me. That was my nickname. And I was like, thanks, Mama. I love you too.
Oh, boy.
Kimberly says, I tend to forget to hit the like button because I get into the live and chat. Well, hit it, Kimberly. Hit it. I need to make William proud of me, apparently.
Yes, do it.
All right.
More trying to make me proud.
Mortimer.
More of that.
Mortimer. I don't know what you got in there.
Looking for something.
Was it cat pee?
Huh?
Was it cat pee?
I hope not.
Marianne says that's why I hit like before the live start. I usually hit the like about 50 times when I watch ours.
There's something I never showed.
Oh, didn't I buy that for you?
Well, we bought it in Italy together.
Oh, with love.
My Italian wooden pen that I never showed anybody because it got stuck in the bag.
That dude was very disappointed when what was the wood?
Can't remember now.
Marianne, you like plant? No.
That's
He said everybody wants olive wood. Everybody wants olive wood.
know.
So William got the one that's not olive
Not
wood
olive wood.
to make him that dude, random dude, happy. And I was like, I like the olive wood. It's
I
pretty.
did like the shape of this pen though.
And it's like it's got fun markings.
This was some kind of strange wood.
I can't remember. Did you write about it at all? Marion says guilt works. No, it doesn't. Not on me anymore.
You got to be better than his mama at guilt.
I know. Huh.
Very few people are.
Immature.
Immature. You gotta be better than his mama.
I know.
Fix this.
I know. Just take it all. I know you want it to be dangling. So I got this soft flex. It looks like this. And plus your phone has got that weird color on it. I don't know how to turn that off.
Weird what?
It's yellow.
What's yellow?
Man says okay, except for Andrew. You have to be really good at this screen. Is it yellow or am I getting like my eyes are like?
Oh, it just turned yellow. It's 9 o'clock. There you go.
I'm like, you probably just turn that off every weekday. The only day that's on is for Sunday. No, yeah, we had Laura says Asian guilt is number one. Correct. She knows she got Asian mama. And her mom is good at it. She practiced. And it's to people that she don't even know. I was like, does she know that person? And Laura's like, no. Oh well. Um, but anyways, we had a good day in class today. Um, I didn't really make any beautiful samples. I don't for the samples for the class, they're not as exciting. I want a little seed beads on that so that Marion says my screen goes gray at 9. Yeah, Williams goes yellow at 9. And I'm like, what's this? All right, one moment. I'm gonna get me some seed beads, y'all. In theory, there's a little bag of metal beads over here somewhere.
A bag of metal beads.
Copper sea beads. Go talk to them nice.
We'll talk to them nice. I'm trying to get you some more light in here.
So that they don't feel neglected.
I know.
They're gonna take their likes back.
I know. They weren't expecting all this.
Well, neither was I,
Neither was I.
but I wanted them dumplings, so.
Oh, my screen goes gray at 9, says Marianne. My mom convinced a customer's son to go to medical school once. The woman drove all the way back to the store to thank my mom. Asian guilt is number one.
I believe that. One time she tried to guilt me and then about William's clothes. I was like, I'm not his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Do I look like his mom? He's white.
He's white. There's stuff. Is there anything in any of these? You're looking for copper?
I like little tiny pieces.
Oh, I don't think I've got that. This is mostly gold and stuff. But anyway. How's life, everybody? We're so exciting tonight, huh? This is like the most boring shoot in like, why are we watching? Keep watching, y'all.
Person's not watching from last night.
Here's some little copper ones. They're dark copper.
Okay, thanks.
Does work?
Yeah, just punch it.
Gently, like a baby.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a little harder.
Like a toddler.
Maybe toddler time.
Get some toddler muscles. You know, toddlers are strong.
Yeah, they are.
All right, here we go. So we got these little copper metal seed beads. I love these. I can't do without them. Obviously, I'm like, where's my metal seed beads?
Keep looking for them.
I know, because I have so many of them, so I like them. But these ones are like oxidized, which makes them extra fun and sassy.
I'll be right back.
Is
this what you were looking for?
I don't know what I'm looking for. Could be, but I got this now. I do like to have some like a unifying element in my work. So sometimes what I'll do is if I have a lot of different beads, as long as I have something that kind of goes in between. And you know what? That's not always true. Sometimes I'll string it up and then I'll look at it and I'll be like, not in love with it, and then take it apart. That's the nice thing about kind of being able to do that is you can string it up and then, you're out of time, but otherwise, as long as you don't mess up the wire or the beads somehow, then it should be fine. But usually what I do is I'll string up like a couple inches and I'll see if I like that pattern. And then it's not like I'll have to take apart and redo a whole entire necklace. Which I've done that too. When I used to design for books and magazines, I used to do that a lot more because I was always trying to make my stuff a little bit different, so that make it more edgy or whatever, and more editorially worthy, I guess. And nowadays, I just make what I want to make. So if I like it, I like it, and I figure somebody else may like it too. If I don't like it, well, tough nuggets. I get to decide. So that's what I got right now. It's real simple. It's all check glass with those little metal spacers. but I think that's pretty. I do want it to be a little bit neutral, and I want it to be small. So those are kind of my briefs for my piece that I'm making tonight. Is I want it a little bit neutral and a little bit small. And the reason why is I sold this, like I participated in an auction to raise money for Crafting the Future. It's a really wonderful organization that helps BIPOC youth and people take workshops. And so I helped raise money for them, and I sold a pendant, but I have to make a necklace to, as like, they may not be beaters themselves. So if you're not a beater and you get a pendant, I've had people like, "What is that? What do you do with this?" And then that's, they don't wear it. So I could make a real simple chain or whatever and just add it to that. But I'd like to make a like a beaded chain because I still bead. Um, I know a lot of things I do metal mostly now or enameling, but I still bead and I still really enjoy it. It's a very meditative thing for me. I know some folks they want the more razzle dazzle, and that's fine. But I do appreciate kind of that meditative state that you can get into the beading. That's one of those Zen things. Like sometimes I'll save this as a treat for myself so that um I can kind of zone out while I'm doing it. And if you lay everything out first, then you don't have to really think about it too much. Now, of course, if you make a design and it doesn't look good, then that could be stressful. Or if you're like on a time crunch or something, you can't find your soft wax, then that can be stressful. William, he brought up his goodies that he made over the week. Do what? Oh, he's gonna extend the stay. It's gonna be late, huh? Oh well. Some of the people they're used to it. I don't know where you're seeing how many people are watching. Oh. Marianne says the necklace I wear the most is a simple one. Yeah, the necklace I probably wear the most is a chain with different little things I've made. And I added something that I got from my teacher at Peters Valley. He has these little enamel eye charms. And I was like, I need to add one. And so luckily I was able to do that. And it says 14 on YouTube. So 6 on Facebook. That's unusual. Or maybe they blocked you, Mary, and you're only seeing 14. This doesn't look like much because we've got a blue background and the blue beads kind of blend in. But I think that's pretty. Um, so anyway, I think you have to kind of design with that in mind. One of the things that when we were taking business classes, I don't know if you knew this or not, but we were taking business classes and we won these scholarships to work with these different business professionals. And one of the things they kind of talked us through is developing a consumer persona. So you kind of think about what your customer and what they like, and you can kind of pretend like you're that person, or if your person exists in real life, you just ask them. But so if you look around the AG Bead fam, y'all are pretty much our customer. and everyday customer. But you know what I realize is we have a lot of customers who are librarians. And I thought that was very interesting because it's I don't know, like of the professions, we have a lot of customers who are librarians and a lot of customers who are accountants. And I thought that was really interesting. Man, it's Facebook that blocks me from liking things sometimes. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Mine, I get oh, it just dropped. Start talking about consumer personas and people like peace out. Oh well, it's useful. Um and you know how sometimes you can be like in sync with somebody, and I think that's from that, you know, I think about stuff and people, and maybe I'm just making that up that we're in sync. But Marion says, I'm not a librarian, but I have worked in the library. Well, you read more than most people. I think most of our people read pretty frequently, but you know, I don't know. That's just a generalization. We have had in the almost 15 years that we've done this, we've had a lot of people come through our door, you know. And I was like, oh, I was supposed to bring stuff tomorrow. I have to bring the laptop and the printer. I have to bring printer paper. I have to I think I'm gonna bring the embossing, the thin copper for embossing, because I think the students would get a kick out of that. Because it makes great stuff for earrings. Um Norma, where y'all's class that you took, we kind of squeezed everything into 2 days, and now they've gotten a little bit more time so they don't have to feel like they are like getting pressured. Now, let's see, I made a mistake or not. Almost. One of the beads is missing. That's why. Um, so speaking of books, is anybody reading anything good right now? I am listening to Wickedly Ever After. And it's like a cozy romance. And then I also am listening to Jenny Green Teeth. And I didn't want to start, you know, I don't like to start too many books at once, but I must have got that messed up. Marianne said, I'm currently reading a mystery around a Herculean papyrus and the technology used to read them. That's cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Just one. I must have knocked some beads on the floor because probably William did it. LOL. Because I don't see it, but that's all right. Mary says, yeah, I would have liked to take the class this week for a refresher and more time, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, it would have been great to hang out, but I feel you. Um, I am desperately trying to get people to sign up for my classes at Touchstone and Peters Valley because um, I kind of haven't heard too much of promotion from them about either of my classes, and there's not a lot of people sign up. And I had some cancellation, so now I'm worried that if it's going to run or not. So I really, really, really need to get start promoting those a little bit better because otherwise they're not going to run. And the money that I was kind of counting on with those classes, I'm not going to have. So that will be disappointing. Susan Surreal says just started Snow White Learns Witchcraft Stories and Poems by Theodore Goss. That sounds fun. Susie White says, I bought a copy of Molly Katzen's Enchanted Broccoli Forest. Why does that sound familiar? Is that a cookbook? I don't know. It sounds familiar. It's big in like the 70s, right? Or am I making that up? I had it set aside for myself, but the coral, right? Black. I really love that black coral because it's got like red fireworks in it. The sharing strand. Mm, and let's see. Yeah, I'm really trying to get folks to sign up for Touchstone and Peters Valley because I kind of plan my September and October around those workshops. So I just added two more classes. I added a basics for enameling and I added a what else did I add? I added a basics for enameling and drawing and mark making on enameling. And Amanda said they just started the enchanted greenhouse. You know what? I just got it. Oh no, I didn't get it on. Did I get it? Oh, I got another book that I was waiting for in my loans library. This is gonna be long, Nicholas, long. Marion's The Enchanted Broccoli Forest is a vegetarian cookbook. Oh, good. I'm not completely making stuff up. Susie says it's a vegetarian cookbook that came out in 1982. I couldn't really source the ingredients at the time, but now the herbs and spices are easily available. It's a classic. Yeah, because they had was it the green goddess sauce or salad dressing that's in that one? I can't remember, but there's like a famous like something that everybody eats nowadays, and it was in that cookbook. All right, this is the ruler. You know what a ruler is. And I'm gonna see how long this is. Because it's supposed to be 24 inches, but I added those spacers. So it looks like I am wildly off. No surprise. I am how many am I off? I'm off about this many. So how many inches is that? Almost 4. Y'all like, oh my gosh, she's unstringing it. Yep, that's me. The unstringable. Anyway, so um since the enchanted broccoli forest sounds interesting, I feel as though I watched a documentary about it also. Oh, tonight's garbage night, William. I would love to get a dumpster. Let me just say. You can get, if anybody wants to get me an early birthday present, they can order me up a dumpster. No, I don't actually want that. I do want it, but not for my birthday present. William got spoiled this year.
Don't be jealous.
I know. I was like, I thought I was the favorite, but clearly, I'm not. All right, 1, 2, 3. And then I'll add another one here. I know. All my friends were sending him presents, and I was like, "What? Y'all didn't send me presents on my birthday?" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're the one that told me to post.
I know.
This is post the things you want.
I know.
But people know.
I know. I did.
Jealous.
I'm not jealous of you.
Sounds like it.
I just like presents. So
This is just remember me too.
you want gold stars or what? People are like, I don't give a care about your gold star, your fake gold stars.
Who's even keeping track?
I am. Susie White says the author also wrote Moosewood Cookbook and is still life with food. Marion says you never know what you might get this year, Andrew. A winning lotto ticket for
Dumpsters show up outside.
huh?
6 dumpsters show up outside.
I know. I'd be like, all right, that's a sign. We have to throw our bed away, our big bed. And I told Len, I was like, so you may want to stay with Sue just one more day so that we can get you a bed to sleep on. Cause otherwise I'm gonna sleep on the couch and you get to look at William when he's sleeping. Which isn't the end of the world. But y'all may have a different relationship after that. Look at each other nicely while you sleep. Marion said a winning lotto would be awesome. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm ready. I am ready, universe, for the wealth and abundance that you have in store for me. I know you've been testing me lately to see if I was ready and prepared to receive the gifts which you are going to bestow on me. And let me tell you, I'm ready. I'm down to clown. I'm up to row. Whatever the children say. Shush, all quiet on the creek. I don't know what that's about, but apparently that's what the children say now.
Shush.
Shush, all quiet on the creek.
Quiet on the creek.
I hope that doesn't mean something like sexual. And then I'm all like, I was doing these hand motions during class today, and I was like, am I cussing somebody out in sign language? Because I'm making all kinds of hand gestures, and I'm like, people are gonna be like, F you too. I know. Oh well. The intentions were made with love. All right. Let's see how far I got. And if I can finally move out the way, I gotta make enough. Isn't that pretty? It doesn't look real pretty on camera. It kind of looks like blah. Whoever's watching is probably like, I'm not gonna watch this. I can string it home. About four.
What did you do to my audience?
I decimated it. Night, night, everyone. He's horrified by the thought. Oh, there's another one. I put that up there for a bone. Because he's always on my I can't find the soft wax. I do want to see my friend Jen in Italy. Oh yeah, Romania. That'd be nice. But I want to go back to Italy. I don't feel like I got enough time to explore it fully, you know? Um, I had a great day when we went to Siena, even though I could barely walk, and we walked about 1 million miles. But it was fun. We got to explore the cities kind of the way I liked to do. I liked,
Sick, wasn't
he was kind of annoying me, but I put up with it with love in my heart. Um, so, that's what you do when you care about somebody.
when they're sick?
You know what? I found that pharmacia for you,
Yeah.
and he was shocked how I found it.
I was, because we went way out of town. There were like 18 pharmacias in town, but somehow we couldn't get back in.
No,
We had
because
to
we
walk
went the
16
low road,
miles.
and
You found one somewhere.
I know. And then we were gonna get whatever was next door, and then this gaggle of children came up, and they started screaming. I was like, I'm not gonna eat there.
Gelato.
Mm-hmm. Marion says, quiet on the creek means don't tell the world your business. Oh, I could use that.
You tell the world your business.
I know. No, but I could tell people to not tell the business.
Right on the creek. On the creek.
I know. I was like, that's not Pennsylvania.
Nope. It's not Pennsylvania.
Anyways, so we've got a couple different things that we're working on. I am teaching a lot, so I've been trying to get that settled and situated. We're making boxes for the folks who helped William take his class, which is nice. Yeah, many thanks to them. Oh, good. All right. I can probably do this off screen so you can get to showing before it gets too late. People be like, what am I doing here? Watching this before everybody leaves. They're like, I gotta go eat something before I pass out. I feel you. I almost went straight to bed just now. Did my duo and slept because I'm pretty tired. You know, it takes a lot of energy to teach. You have to kind of, I also think you have to meet people where they're at. So that could mean doing a basic class or a basic little tutorial on something, or, but luckily our class is pretty good. Everybody's pretty chill. And a lot of people are real experienced with certain aspects of metalwork. Um, so it's fine. I don't think anybody's having a bad time, which is good. I know. I was like, if you are, it's not for a lack of trying. I've been trying to be charming as pie. but I think people like it when I'm sassy. And I'm like, I'm not sassy. Y'all think I'm sassy all the time. And usually I just like sit quietly and listen to my audiobook. I was like, it's true. I don't talk to people. I just like sit in my room and look at beads and watch enameling videos and talk to my cats. But they're sassy too, so I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm getting out of the way. And so there's also a rap song with that name. I think it's probably from that rap song, isn't it? All right, now people can come back. Y'all can come back. William's coming up.
Back now, you hear?
Yeah, y'all that turned off when I start talking, y'all can come back. I'm done talking. William's coming. He's getting treasures for y'all.
We'll do this quick stuff. Rapid style.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fires as rapid fire as I can go style.
Which means not that.
No, because I'm worn out, y'all. Okay. Let's see here.
Welcome back, my beloved.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's see. Kimberly was away making hamburger, gravy, and mashed potatoes.
This is my very interesting tutorial on stringing beads.
Stringing beads. How to String Beads by Andrew Thornton today. So here y'all go. I said I was going to show you some pottery. This is the porcelain I made. This is all just bisqued. It is not fully developed yet, but
It's fully developed. You can see through
some of it. These are pretty thick. I don't know if you'll be able to on these ones.
You can.
Cindy's here. Hello, Cindy.
Which Cindy?
Moats. Hi, all. Sorry I haven't been here. It's okay, Cindy. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, you should be here.
You should be here, Andrew says. So this takes into a combination of things that we learn. This is like 4 or 5 different things that we learned. So creating oval structures. I had to pull rings on the wheel and then using those rings, turn them into ovals and then connect them to oval bases. I made a base plate on the wheel, which I've never done before. Normally we just slab roll those, but I made it on the wheel. And then we also created molds. Now these are molds that he had created already, and I used his molds because ours weren't done yet at this point, but we pressed the clay into molds. These are wooden grain. Sorry, the camera's pretty close and I don't want to kind of manhandle this. Those are wood grains. We used a flex shaft to drill out holes. So that was another thing we did. And then, of course, just kind of piecing this together and creating the vessel. So that was one thing.
Did you get back your kind of exquisite corpse sleeves?
That was the ones we traded. That one's still being bisqued.
Isn't that the first one you did?
Yeah, but I thought we were going to do more with it, so I didn't put it in the drying cabinet, and then I realized we're not doing any more with it. It was too late. It didn't dry out enough to bisque. So then I did this one, and this is the water erosion. So on this one, I created this vessel on the wheel, and then you put there's a wax. You put wax on however you want. So I made these little kind of rings with the wax, and then you take water and a sponge and you wipe away the rest. And this has to be done when it's at a bone dry stage. And so this was just layers and layers just taken away with a sponge and water. The wax stays in place and protects whatever is there. And then I also carved out the insides of these with a carving tool to give it a little bit of texture. So that's how those happened. You can see they're actually ridged because I took the clay away with a wet sponge from around those. So that's that one. And then these next two pieces, this is my very first one. This is the low fire porcelain. And this looks so pretty. You can see how when it interacts with light, this is very thin, low fire porcelain, which means this is fire. This is done. It fires at bisque and it is done. I need to sand it up a little bit on the insides. I sanded the outside. I'd like to sand the outside a little more underwater, but that is the low fire porcelain. And it's a little, it doesn't go completely white, but it does give you these really pretty transparencies or translucencies. Like you can really see pretty well. And then I didn't think that was thin enough. So I tried it again. And I made this one with these cracks and pieces pulled out of it. And I continued playing with this. If you saw my reels, I continued playing with this kind of cracked or, tattered look. And this one is like you can see the color of my skin through it. So I got this very thin. Even the teacher was like, that is very thin. So
Like an impressed way.
in an impressed way, yeah. Yep. So
Not a danger.
no. So that's that piece. I have 5 more pieces that are being bisqued still that I did not put back in. Yeah, that was this one, the real thin one.
It is thin. I got nervous because at one point he almost sat his drink down in the hole. And I was like, you gonna bust it.
I know. So those are some of the things I did in the porcelain class. I showed pictures of most of them. Well, on the reel, I don't think I actually posted pictures, so I might post pictures of the class. Yeah, I posted the reels there in the triers group, and but I'll post more. All right, y'all, let's get this party started.
It sounded like a really nice experience.
It was. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
I'm glad you got to do it.
Me too. It was fun. And Brian's a really, really good teacher. He made everyone very comfortable very quickly to be able to explore the medium.
Smart person.
Yes.
I had some really cool conversations with him at lunch.
Yeah, he was I think he said he went to school for mathematics at first.
Oh, really?
And then took a class. He had to take an art class and took a class in pottery, and he said it changed my life. And so then he went into pottery. I think he did his graduate in that, but his undergrad, I think, was mathematics. I think he also teaches architecture.
I was pumping him for information.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Did
what does this do?
Did you get some?
You
He's pretty open with sharing info.
Open, but it wasn't like, what I was trying to do. Because we were talking about this viral video of this person who made some soup with fish bones. And then they were taking the fish bones and they turned it into porcelain.
I keep seeing that over and over now.
Well, I sent it to you.
I know, and now I see a bunch of people doing it. I don't know if it's a bunch of people or if it's the same person.
It looked pretty cool, but
yeah. All right, y'all.
Bone China.
We're gonna start FED feedlots today.
Can you use the bone, any kinds of bones or just fish bones?
I don't know. Did he say?
The bones of your enemy can make a beautiful pot.
There you go. I bet somebody in history has done that.
I bet they have.
All right. This is a beautiful, check this out. I believe this is a vintage plastic. I think it's a plastic or a resin of some sort.
Oh yeah, that's from the big beans.
And it has this beautiful kind of almost opalescent flashiness to it. And it's a big bead. I'm going to do this at $5. And there's one of them only. For those of you who like bone big beads. I'm sorry, I was reading bone china is a thing, says Marianne.
Yeah.
Yep.
But is it the bones of your enemies?
Is it the bones of your enemies? Are they the bones of your enemies?
Maybe if they're an angry fish.
It's about 27 by about 27 millimeters on that bead. Nice, big, but very light, but it's got the flash. It's really, really pretty in person. I love this bead. One of them available, FED1. FED2 coming out. I don't think anybody got them, but the other day, I don't know if it was yesterday, the other day, we had those, Andrew pulled out those little oval vintage check with the holographic dots to them. And if you did get those, or if you didn't, you might want to if you get these, because they would make a good match, a good pairing. Let me see. Where are those? I think they're in this bag. Maybe. I said I was going to go fast, and here I am digging through. So it was GFE 17 from the other day. I don't know if anybody's grabbed those or not. I don't remember them selling. Let me check my email real quick. I don't think they did. So you can see how these ones would go really well with these, I think. They'd be a fun combo. Right? You can get a little bit of size difference, shape difference. So FED1, FED1 just sold. Thank you so much. Jen says it has a kind of Halloween vibe too, number one. Yeah, it does, right? Kind of does. But it has sold. Thank you so much. Let me pull that from the deck. Marion says it could be, but I expect more like animals. Yeah, I think they used to do cow bone, right? For bone china a lot of times. I feel like I read that somewhere. So FED2, $2 are these coin vintage check. Well, they're kind of coins. They're a little bit off, right? They're not quite a round coin. But they are about 15 millimeters. We'll say that. I'm going to put these back because these were yesterday's, but they would go really well. GFE 17, and I believe they're still available. So if you like them both, get FED2 and get GFE 17 together. I think they play well together. Okay. FED3. How you doing over there, Andrew? You getting sleepy tired?
Yeah.
Says,
I
yeah.
have been able to sleep.
No, you have not.
I'm starting to work on that sculpture, and I know that if I keep going, if I get enough rest, I'm going to make a mistake.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But you also got to get that done. We had one like this yesterday, and it sold. It was 14. I was checking the price because I'm going to bring this one down to the same price. Even though maybe this one's longer, I don't know. We've just sold one of the twos. Thank you so much. I've got one of them still available. This one is longer. Oh well. This is the dye jade. We had it in pink yesterday. And now it's this kind of beautiful cranberry. I'm going to call that cranberry. Dyed jade in the cranberry color. If y'all remember yesterday, someone did claim this one. Now, these ones, I guess, were faceted. I guess they were the same size, probably. Actually, they're a little bit bigger. So we had those. They'd be really pretty together. But those ones did sell, so I'm not going to show you the number or anything. These ones are faceted and smaller. I think the strands are the same length. I thought it was a shorter strand yesterday, but I don't think these. But these are 10 by about 14 millimeter in the cranberry dyed jade, FED3. Okay, next up. Told you we're going to go faster today than normal. It's not very fast, but let's do this at 14. This is a little kit Andrew put together at one point. Not really a kit, it's a combo. It's a little combination. Oh, we just sold 3. Thank you so much.
Did I do?
You put together this little combination of beads. This one. This one. This has this beautiful, this is blue apatite, right, Andrew? Blue apatite. This was from a high quality strand of blue apatite. Oh, Leslie's going good night. Good night, Leslie. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you get some rest. I know you're still exhausted from Bead Fest. Andrew too. But you get these. These are blue apatite natural. And then you get this wild pave kind of eye charm. And then he threw in these crystals, vintage crystals as well. So you get this set, $14 for the set, one of them available, FED4. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 away since that's sold. Thank you, thank you. We still have one of the 2s available. We sold 1, but we still have 1 available if anybody would like to grab that. They are really nice, kind of, I don't know, they're not really, they're kind of laser etched. I guess they're laser etched. But they're vintage check, really pretty. Like I said, they're not quite coin shaped. They're a little bit off, which I like. They've got a little bump and a little, they're irregular. Okay, FED5 coming up. I found these. These are super cool. So these are a 2-hole bead. They look like hematite, but they're glass. I think they're glass. I'm pretty sure they're glass. Yeah, I think they're glass. They're like a pressed glass. You can see the around the edges, but they're a cool 2-hole bead. They're like a marquee, faceted marquee. And I'm gonna do those. We've got, let's do that for $4 for all of them. We have them all for $4. They're like a hematite look. And I even like normally I don't like mold lines and stuff, but because it makes it look more like a rock, I kind of like those. Thought maybe other people might too. And then if you do like those, let me see here. I have these. These are more black, but I have them in a smaller version. So so these ones are approximately 16 by 6. And these smaller ones are about 11 by 4. And you get more of them here, so I'm going to still do those for $4. FED6. And then here's yet another one. And these are mixed. So there's a few different sizes in here and even different shapes. One of the sizes is this one, which is about 11 by 3. And then, oops, sorry, cat hair in there. And then I think this one's even smaller. This one goes to 9 by 3. And I'm going to do that one FED7. I'm going to do that one at $3. And so those can all kind of play together. They're all that marquee cut, faceted. They're all 2 holes. Even the small ones here are 2 holes. And then you have the medium ones, and oh, we sold the large ones. So I'm going to put those away. Thank you so much. Large ones, oops, have sold. Kicking the stage. Marianne's going into lurker mode. Hey, Marianne. Okay, let's see here. We put 5 away. FED 8. Move these down. Try and keep those together. Move these down and keep them together. Okay. Let's see here. We've had these before, and they have sold really well. I'm going to price them really well. I don't remember what we had them before, but it was not any cheaper than this. These are these long beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexagon tubes. These long hexagon tubes in black. I know we had them in like dark rainbow colors. I don't know if we had the black ones before or not, but you get the whole lot of them there. $2. $2. FED8. And then these are really cool. These are these kind of foil. You get these foil glass beads. So there's 1, 2, 3, and they've got the gold stone in there. 4, 5. And then this was just in the bag too, which is looks like lapis. Nice piece of lapis. It's really strange how it's really blue on one side and then green, more green on the other. Maybe, I don't know. Let's say, is it azurite and malachite maybe? This one? Yeah, it might be azurite and malachite, but it's got a lot of gold flake in there too. But it goes, I don't know. It's in the bag with those. I'm gonna put it with those. So you get some glass, you get some stone, and we're gonna do that for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that lot for let's do $8. $8 on that only. That's a nice piece. Kimberly's saying azurite. Probably that azurite is worth the $8. That's a beautiful little pendant. Really pretty. And you get all the glass, pretty much paying for that and getting the glass for free. That's what I think. Give me a good deal. Putting FED2s away. Got one of those still available. FED2, only $12. Vintage check glass. I'm saying lapis and malachite. Which one is it? Yeah, it does look like lapis and malachite to me. But azurite and malachite grow together. Because we often have specimens of azurite and malachite. Okay, somebody buy these so I can stop moving them down the table. These bugle beads are cool. Long bugles, vintage. Okay. Azurite is lapis and malachite. Azurite is its own stone, isn't it? I think azurite is its own stone. Okay. FED10. Okay. Oh, was that 10? That was 9. Okay. And I thought this was a little cutie. It's like the day of deals here. $2. Gertie is a little cutie. Little ladybug. Little ladybug glass bead. One of them available. FED10 at the widest, about 15 by 20. Kimberly says, from what I was told, it is the same minerals as lapis and malachite. I never looked up the mineral structure. I have to look up the mineral structure, I guess. FED11. Let's do $4 on these. These are a vintage check bead cap, kind of bead cap. I don't know. They're like they've got the hole in the middle. So I don't know. They're not really rounded like a bead cap, kind of flat on the bottom, but they're really cool, unique look. I've not seen these before. They're vintage check, black. You get the whole lot of them for $4, FED11, and they are approximately 13 millimeters. 13 millimeters. Okay. Nobody's grabbed this little mix that Andrew put together. I think that's worth the $14 on its own. That pave set crystal eye pendant. Really nice. These stones definitely are worth the $14 because I know what strand that came from. It's like a $60 strand. And then the crystal. Kimberly says, I'm good to admit when I'm wrong. Google says the gem dealer that told me about it is wrong. Yeah, I'm always like, I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong on stuff like that because, people are told a lot of things and you don't always look them up, right? A lot of times we rely on our dealers for that information. But sometimes they don't tell you the whole story. Yeah, because I know we sell specimens that are azurite and malachite, and we've never called them lapis. I'm going to put 7 away. Tired of moving these down the board. We're running out of room anyway. Yeah, I think you know, I never have a problem generally saying when I'm wrong because you can always find new information, right? And I think it's important to admit when we've messed up. So we always try and give you the information we have as reliably as possible. But sometimes things out there in the world are said that are not quite true. Kimberly says exactly who is I to question someone that is supposed to know? I know, right? We've sold number 9. Thank you so much. That one has sold. Yeah, we don't often question our vendors too much. Sometimes when things feel really off, but especially a trusted vendor. And sometimes, they don't know either. They've heard the same thing maybe from their, you know, the people they look up to or the people they uh, get their information from. These are just cute little Lamport beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them there. I'll do them for $4, less than $1 each. FED 12. And these are these little Lampwork glass. They've got the little edge detail on them. And that's FED 12, $4. FED 13. These were marked 22, but let's cut them way down. I think I've got 2 of them here. We're going to do FED 13. This is rhodochrosite. I know some of you love it and some of you hate it. It's like the stone that people love to hate. It is beautiful, I think. And this shape is very unique. You don't see this shape very much, especially not in this stone. Oops, I'm dragging those with me. And these beads are approximately 21 by 10 millimeters. The strand on those is a 16-inch strand, and there are 2 of them available, FED 13. That is a cool stone, says Kimberly, isn't it? It's a cool shape. And a cool stone. Got 2 of them available. I'll show you the other one real quick, just so you know. Here's the other one. It's even got yellow in it. Like, look at that. They both have some yellow flecks through them, which is super cool. You don't see yellow in stone very often like that. And another one. This is kind of Jasper done fancy. Fancy Jasper. These are drops. Who takes the time to facet and turn Jasper into drops? You don't see it very often, so it's kind of cool. This looks like some Mukai right there. Various Jaspers. Got that one. That one's pretty. There you go. FED 14. These ones are 14 approximately by 8. 1 strand available of those. This is, oh, yellow look green on my screen. Yeah, it is pretty yellow. It is pretty yellow. It's really cool. Really cool. Very different. FED 15. I tried to pull some different, you've noticed, I think, I hope, I've been pulling some different stuff for you tonight, like odd stuff, right? Like who never seen these before, never had those on the show before, never had these before. We've had things like this, never had that one before. Trying to pull some different things for y'all. It's an odd collection tonight. Let's just say that. It's an odd collection. So if you like the odd stuff, might be the night for you. FED 15 tonight, $18. These are these agatized fossilized shell. Andrew hand drilled these. These are where the shell completely turns to stone, agatizes, kind of like fossilized wood, I believe, or fossilized or petrified wood. I mean, petrified wood turns to agate. That's what happened to the shells. It kind of has this glowy effect, almost like a chalcedony effect. It would go well with some chalcedony. And then Andrew drilled these, which took him forever. They are hard to drill. And he drilled them all the way through. I've got this one left. And this is about 30. 30 by, at the widest, about 17 millimeters. One of those available, FED 15. All right. Oh, somebody grabbed that strand from yesterday. Somebody should grab 17. I was like, we're not at 17 yet. Nope, they grabbed the strand from yesterday. Thank you so much. Somebody liked that combo maybe that I put together. FED 10, I'm going to put that away. Nobody's grabbed that little ladybug. Normally the ladybugs cannot stay in stock. So I don't know. I don't know why that one decided to not sell, but it has not. FED 11 are these. For as odd as these are, I thought they would sell right away. That's all right. Maybe they'll go in the replay. I know not everyone's out there tonight watching. The people who might have liked those kind of the most, I don't think are here tonight. I'm going to put these away. FED 12, the yellow lampwork. And we'll move these down. Okay. Oh, so bright too. Very cool, says Kimberly. Yeah, right. All right. This is a fun one. Let's do $6 on this. This is a lot of vintage plastic. You know, we like vintage plastic. FED 16. These are various pieces in this pretty blue color with the dark black outlines. Very large hole. So great for using leather and other stringing materials like the sari silk. Oh, I could see some of these on the sari silk. That I think would be a good combination. But you get all of them, the whole lot of them, for $6. Just so you know, normally if we would strand these up, let me see here. Normally, I do it by size. Normally that would be a strand of vintage plastic from us. And that would be $4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then like 3 extras. So 4, 8, 12, and a little extra. So you're getting this for at least half price. If I string these up to sell them in the shop or online, they'll be $4 for that size. Bobby's going. See you, Bobby. Thank you for hanging out with us. FED 17. Let's do $3 on this. FED 17, $3 on these. This is just a nice little mix. Oh no, where'd you go? There you are. Nice little mix of check glass leaves, vintage check glass leaves in various colors. And again, if we stranded that up, that'd probably be more. But $3 for the lot. All different shapes and colors. And sizes. $3 FED 17. Who's all out there still? We had a bunch of people and then something happened. Everybody left us real quick. What happened, y'all? Did you just go inactive? Oh, we just sold 17. Thank you so much. I will take that away. Trying to give you a fairly, also, if you've noticed, low dollar night tonight, just to take a little break. I know some of y'all appreciate that from time to time. Oops, somebody else just tried to grab 17. Sorry, it is sold. FED, somebody else just tried to grab 17. Sorry, it is sold. FED 18, this is the last strand of this that we've got. This is beautiful citrine. Beautiful citrine, faceted rounds. Look at it glow. So pretty. And it is a nice color yellow too. I know it's got that yellow string, but you can tell it's even a nice color yellow without that. So citrine, these are approximately, let me get my eyes here. Get my eyes working. 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna say 3 millimeter. 3 millimeter faceted rounds, FED 18. Last strand, taking it down from 18 to $15 for you. Jen says the rotifer site looks so different from a distance than when it is up close. Does it? Yeah, it's really pretty. It's got the changeling about it, right? I don't know what's going on outside. Andrew banging something around. His cats are banging something around. I don't know what's happening out there. All right. I pulled some luxury bead blends by Andrew, some one-offs that we have here in the office. And I'm just gonna price them at $10 for y'all. I've got one of these. FED 19. Let me get a little tray out. Look at this, how pretty this is. It's a mix of all different things. There's vintage check in there. There's stone in there. There's crystal in there. A lot of kind of A-B stuff in there. Yeah, just beautiful, real gemstones. It's just such a mix. Let me see here. Let me dump some of this out so you can see it. He really made a wild mix with this one, and I love it. So you get some of this. There's one of these in there, at least one of these in there. This is vintage check. There's some amethyst, raw amethyst in there. This looks like this is vintage Japanese. Vintage Japanese. You get these vintage glass flowers, butterflies. This looks like a chalcedony to me. It could be glass. No, there's a bubble. This is glass, made to look like chalcedony. And it tricked me again. It tricked me the other day. And then these metallic kind of AB bicones. We've got some pink flowers in there. And these, the holes go that way. They're like a little button. You got this glass. Just a really odd mix of fun stuff. Just one of those left. If you're looking for something like you want to pull from, when you're looking for something you don't know what to do, and you just want something different, that's pretty different. That'll be fun to play with. FED19. Do that on a day you're stumped on what to do. Pull that out and just start springing stuff up. I'm going to put this away. Rhodochrosite. Nobody wanted any of it. FED13 goes away. FED14 as well. Nobody wanted any of that one. We've got one of those. The Jasper. Oh, we sold the 19. Thank you so much. Let me get a bag for that. Different bag. Oh, wait, I do have a bag for that. Thank you all for still hanging out with us tonight. Those of you who have survived the evening so far. It was longer than intended. Had to run and get food for Andrew. He did not want a night of corn on the cob only. So I ran and got him some dumplings and got myself some dumplings too. I got 2 bags. We shared a bag the one day, and then when he was away, I ate a whole bag by myself, and it was delicious. So I got us 2 bags in case. And today I said, maybe we'll share a bag. And he's like, nope. Yeah, I don't think y'all heard that or saw that, but he was telling me no behind the camera. He's eating a bag by himself. So we're going to each have a bag of dumplings. There's about 30 some dumplings in each bag. So we're going to be pretty dumplinged out, but it's going to be delicious. Neither of us have ate very much today. Brought some holiday stuff in for you. For those of you who are looking toward the holidays, this is a vintage Czech ceramic button. Vintage Czech ceramic Christmas tree button. It could just be a pine in the snow. It doesn't have to be Christmas, but it's gonna, people are gonna think it's Christmas. One of those available. You could decorate it just as a pine in the snow. You don't have to make it Christmas, but it is it's holiday. Oh, aren't I on 20? Thank you. Yes, I am. Let's make that 20. Thank you for catching that, Laura. What kind of dumplings are they? Vegetable dumplings. This is also $3 vintage Czech ceramic button. And this is a gingerbread person button. So cute. The factories that make these, even the factories are no longer there. They've been torn down. So no more vintage Czech ceramics. But you can get them here at Allegory Gallery. We've still got a few. Only one of each of those, though. Just one of each. What else did I have? Anything I wanted to show? one thing I'm looking for in here that I had, because I thought they were pretty unique. These are fun. There they are. FED 22. These are vintage check. There are 4 of them for $3. They're drilled lengthwise. And they've got the centerpiece, which is risen above in a flashy facet, and then a cut into and matted out side. So you've got 4 of those, selling them for $3 for the lot of 4. Vintage check glass, super cool beads. They are approximately 18 by, if I can get a hold of them, 18 by 13 millimeters, FED 22. I'm going to go ahead and put 15 away. Nobody grabbed that. Andrew worked hard on that, y'all. Nobody wants that. Let's get your ocean going. Ocean theme. Nobody still doing beat in the new year. Need that beach theme. Did y'all finish beat in the new year? You still looking at it? Anybody still working with it? I thought I just saw something pop up the other day, but I'm not sure if it was an older post. Sometimes it pops up an older post for me every once in a while. Let's see here. We've just sold 22. Thank you so much. I will go ahead and put those away. Thank you. Thank you. I remember FED 23. 23, William. Let's see. Kimberly says I need to work on it. Calendar? Work on the calendar. Ooh. These were $16. I will bring them down a little bit to 14. We've got 3 of these available. Check those out. These are a vintage bicone done in that metallic AB, super, super flashy. So pretty. And these are, let me see if I can get on there. Wow. Come on. I can't see anymore, y'all. They're about 4.5. I'm like, are they 4 or 5? They're about 4.5 millimeter, closer to 4. So we'll say 4 millimeter bicones. You're getting the whole strand of them, which is a 16-inch strand. They were $16 for the strand. Now 14. 3 strands available. They are fantastic. They are just so beautiful. Vintage bicones. 3 strands available. $14 each. What I'm looking for, I had another one, but I'm trying to see if these were. Yeah, these are different. 16. We'll bring these also down to 14. These are also a very flashy bicone, but this time in a translucent bead. Check out how pretty those are. So gorgeous. And these ones, they look a little smaller, but they're actually wider. These are definitely a 5 mm, but they're a squattier, I think. Let me look. Let's hold them side by side so you can see the difference. These ones are a little bit squattier. These are a little bit longer. But really, really pretty. We've sold one of the 23s so far. Thank you so much. We've got one of the 20, or we got two of the 24s still available, as well as two of the 23s. We just sold another 23. So we're down to only one of those. We've got two of these still available. Let me make sure, because this one in this, you need to make sure this is the same color. Yes. Okay. Just before I say it, we've definitely got two. All right. FED 25. And I thought since we were doing some of that, I'd pull one of Harry's pendants, which I think would go fantastically with these. But we'll see once I hold it out here. Is this one. It's got that beautiful raku finish. And I thought when I saw these, they would go really well together. Cool, right? I think so. We've just sold one of the 24s. Thank you so much. So this is FED 25. If you're interested in the pendant, the hole is up top there. This is a raku pendant by Harry Wood. And we've got this at about 36 millimeters. One of those available. So we have one of this available, one of this still available. And now I need to cut another paper. Let me cut this paper. If I can find my scissors. I'm always losing my scissors. Buried, always buried. Oh, all right, y'all. Well, I take a break and cut. Let me know how you're doing. What's up? What's going on? Now's your time to talk. Somebody tell me something I don't know. Did y'all hang out with us in the D stash? I tried to ask a bunch of questions like Andrew did. I didn't even mention that today, but we did a D stash on Sunday, and everyone seemed to love Andrew's questions so much when he did it the other week. So I tried to do it like Andrew and ask a ton of questions. So hopefully y'all like that. If you didn't hang out with us on the D Stash, it's Andrew Thornton Project D Stash on Facebook. And you can come and hang out and buy things that way. If you like to see things in pictures instead of watching videos, I know some people prefer that. You can do that. I'm going to put 18 away. Nobody wants that last citrine. It's so pretty. Nobody? $15. Microfaceted high-grade citrine. So nice. Why y'all hating on the citrine? Let's see here. No one wants these buttons either. They say, go away. Go away, holiday button. Nobody wants you. Okay. It's going away. It's doing what you told it to do. Let's see here. Got this one too. Go away, holiday button. Come out later, closer to your time. Okay. Put those away. Okay, let's move these down. I've got one of these. I've got one of these. I've got one of these. Nobody's talking to me. Nobody said anything. Nobody's saying anything. There's Len. Did you know ancient Greeks believed that amethyst could prevent drunkenness? Oh, I did. I did hear that. I did hear that. Thanks, Len. Somebody's chatting with me. Somebody's keeping me company. Okay, let's see here. Let's do these. $3 per pair. This is either hematite. No, I'm sorry, pyrite. I can't even think right now, y'all. Pyrite. And they're $3 a pair for large pyrite. Look at that. This was a very expensive strand. It's very nice. Vintage. This is vintage pyrite. Like, look at the quality of the pyrite. And it's faceted rounds. Who does that to pyrite? These are about 20 millimeter faceted rounds of pyrite, selling them for only $3 a pair. I've got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got only a total of 5 pairs available. And then it's gone. I don't think I have any more of that pyrite. We've sold it by the strand before. We've sold it by the piece, selling it by the pair. Then that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. $3 a pair, FED 26. Jen says, I got those pyrite big old rounds. They're very cool, aren't they? Thanks for saying so. I happen to think that they're delightful. I think they are delightful. I don't know why anyone wouldn't want them. This is FED 27. This is a ceramic pendant or bead tube. Make it into a pendant if you want to. Make it into a tube bead on a strand. Make it into, could be a bracelet focal. It's really pretty. Very sunny, kind of yellow, almost fall. Ready for fall? I know you're not ready for the holidays. Maybe you're ready for fall at least. One of those available. Oh my, I'm just joking. 40 millimeters by 15. One of those FED 27. FED 28. I don't know about those. Let's see here. I don't know about those either. This is an artisan ceramic pendant or ceramic button. I don't know who it's by. I'm gonna price it at $8. We sold one pair of the 26s. Thank you so much. This is 28. Ceramic artisan button. It's from our artisan collection. It was in our artisan boxes, but I don't know who exactly it is. But it's super pretty. I love it. I love that dimpled look around there. Jen says that big ceramic tube would be so great on leather or made into a funky tassel, right? For fall on leather, be beautiful. Got a lot of ceramic tonight. Must have been in the ceramic mood. FED 29. Let's see what's next. How about these? These are wild. $6. These are these wild, funky rings from our friend Ava. These are vintage German resin. Funky rings. And I hit them with the black light and look at them. They glow like crazy. Like it's wild. I don't normally see resin doing that, but they are funky fun. $6 for the lot of 6 of them. FED 29. And they're 35 millimeters. They're marked 35 millimeters. Let's see. Yeah. What's last? What's last for tonight? What should I show you? How about a kit? It's an old kit by Andrew. It's kind of got the holiday appeal, so maybe I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna. It was $24 for the kit. I can't go very low because really 24 was an exceptional price. But let's take a look at this for you. Well, here you go. It's got so much stuff in it. It's got, I call these like, these are like velvety beads. They look like velvet to me, but they're glass rondelles. And so you get those. You also get a smaller size of those. And then you get the green and clear glass beads, large faceted. And then you're going to get, let's move these over. You're going to get this Allegory Gallery fine pewter rope toggle. And then you're going to get some of these glass cubes. And then you're going to get some of these foil glass rounds. And then you're going to get these crystal spacers. And these are these S-word. Well, I can say it now, Swarovski. Swarovski crystal spacers. And then you're going to get this whole strand of vintage check glass. And then you're going to get this whole strand of vintage check glass. And so you get all of that for $22. Pretty dang amazing. It's an incredible price. I've only got 2. I've got 2 of these kits. So even if you're not ready for the holidays, this is a great price to stock up for the holidays. FED 30. Jen said those rings would be fabulous with some of the big German glass duo color beads. Weren't they German? The green, blue, yellow color. I don't remember which ones you're talking about. The Yayin? You're talking about the Yayin glass? Those have the foil inside, but they do color change. Jen says, wow, I'm getting into a holiday spirit just for looking at 30. I know, right? Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. It's quite a good deal for $22. Like heck, these strands each, the strands on here could be $10. 10 and 10. That'd be $20. And then everything else is pretty much included. The Swarovski spacers, the little velvety beads. Anyway, good deal if you like it. If you're ready for the holidays, even if you're not, stock up. Get it now. Get it shipped out in time. Get it out to you. So yeah, that's the show, y'all. Thank you all for hanging out through a lot of talk at the beginning, like we normally do, and then a stringing demo from Andrew, and then the lots for sale. We appreciate it all. Now I'm going to go and get some food before I can't think anymore. So thank you all so much. Have an amazing evening, the rest of it, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Remember, it's Wednesday, so that's 3 p.m. Eastern time.